you think of a song, chances are you're thinking of my guest. He used to be one of the best-known singers on Indian television. Now he's one of the best-known singers in the Indian film industry. And if you haven't worked out who I'm talking about, well, don't worry, because the answer is simple. The answer is Sonu Nigam. Welcome to the program, Sonu.
Thank you very much.
Now, you know, the amazing thing is, if one thinks of a hit movie these days, probably one, maybe two or three of the songs have been sung by you, and yet I gather you never really trained in singing.
Isn't that a blessing? I would not say I'm not completely trained in music. I would be a liar if I say, because though I have trained myself, I didn't really sit under a lot of people for years to learn music. I have sat under the tutelage of Ustad Muhammad Tahir in Delhi.
But that was only for 2 months, I gather.
2 months, and then I sat for a year with Ghulam Mustafa Khan Sahab in Bombay. He taught me some voice culture things, but otherwise most of my teaching has been through cassettes
and
listening.
So you have a great ear as well as a great voice.
I don't know. I've got a lot of keenness in whatever I do. I want to work hard, and always I don't want to let myself and my family down whenever I do something. I want to think of my family.
Music is in the blood, isn't it? Your father was quite a considerable singer himself.
He's still, actually. My mother is also a very good singer, but my father is incredible. In fact, even till today, when he sings on stage with me, the audience is always like, "Daddy ko bhejo, send your father, send your father." He's so good.
You mean Daddy has a better voice than Sonu?
I'm proud of it.
But your own singing career began with a public performance at the remarkable age of 3. Do you remember the song you sang?
Yeah, it was my father singing Kya Hua Tere Wada, Rafi Saab's song, and there's a child portion sung by Sushma Shrestha, now called Purnima. And because I knew that there's a child's portion, I started crying that I want to go on the stage, and I was a very wild, obstinate child when I was very young. I became very well behaved after the age of 5 and 6, but when I was a kid, I was very jungly, as you say, very wild. So I started screaming and howling, I want to sing. And my father was singing, and he was asking me, "Chup karo, make him sit quietly." And she was like, he's crying, nothing. Then his friends told him that he's a kid, even if he can't sing, it's okay. My father, he's never sung at house also. I've never trained him, nothing. They said, "Okay, he's a boy, let him go on stage." And they called me to the stage, and I sang. And since then, I'm on the stage.
Do you remember the song still?
Yeah. Kya hua tera wada? It goes like, "Kya hua tera wada, wo qasam, wo irada, bhulega dil, jis din tumhe, wo din zindagi ka aakhri din hoga."
Amazing. Yet the funny thing is, in those days when you were a kid, it wasn't singing that was your forte. You were an actor. In fact, you were a child star.
Yeah, that's another story. I started singing from the year 77 till 80. I sang in Delhi. Then me, my father, my family, we all shifted to Bombay. And thankfully, I was a bright kid, and I was pretty good looking when I was a kid. So my father's friend said that he's so good looking, he can imitate people, he can do comedies. I used to mimic people doing mimicry on the stage. So he's perfect material for acting. And a few people kind of recommended me for some movies like Betab, Kamchor, Ustadi Ustad Se, Humse Zamana, and Taqdeer. For the next 4 years, I worked in a few movies, but I didn't really like it that much.
Really?
Yeah.
You weren't taken by the glamour and the glitz?
No, for a child, there's no glamour, no glitz. It's a lot of hard work. Junior artists and child artists are not really treated very well.
Although that's not the immediate impression, isn't that strange?
Maybe heroines are taken care of properly, but not the child artists. It was very hard work, sheer hard work.
I was just about to ask you, given all this attention, were you spoilt? But you've taken the question away. Clearly, you couldn't have been spoilt if it wasn't fun.
No, it was actually no fun. In fact, later on, I was the one who told my father that I want to act in movies, and then I said, I don't think I can act in movies because it's too much of hard work. They absolutely let you go without any food or any shade and extreme sun, and they didn't take care of us at that time too much.
How disillusioning. But you did mention that you were a great mimic in those days, and your sister says that in fact you do a terrific imitation of Amitabh Bachchan.
Oh, everybody does Amit ji. I just
dismissed as quickly as that.
Amit ji is such a great lifetime image and idol for everybody, all the Indians, and I've been I'm a very authentic and honest fan of Amitabh Bachchan ji, and I do that a lot of. I imitate a lot of people.
So do you
day-to-day
mimic
life
just to
also.
keep the atmosphere light and fun?
No, I mimic for my own satisfaction because there's no other bad habit that I've got. I don't drink, I don't smoke. So there's
But you
something
pull
you have to
everyone's
have.
leg.
You have to have something naughty in you, right? Just to be in the bad books of some people. A lot of people don't appreciate the fact that I mimic a lot of singers, or mimic a lot of people in the day-to-day lives. Some people take it a little seriously.
Which singer do you mimic? And go and mimic one for me.
Everybody. Name one.
Lata?
Oh yeah, but then Lataji I won't do that on because she's such a huge
Asha
figure.
Bhosle?
I do all of them, but I don't.
Okay,
you
you
heard the
choose someone
story
you want
words,
to
yeah.
mimic for me. Go on.
Whom do you want? I can do right from Udit ji to Kumar Sanu ji to Adnan Sami to Vinod Rathod ji to Abhijit to
Wow, what a
Mukesh
range.
ji, I can do all of
Do
them.
Udit.
I've done that actually in the previous show. You want to do that? You want me to do that again? He would talk like. That's how he speaks. He would start a conversation like this. He's a very sweet person, and a lot of people copy him, but I copy him the best.
You're not immodest about it.
I know. People come from far to hear. Sunahe, we've heard that you copy Udit ji so well. Please do it for us. But it's not just Udit ji. I do my guru Suresh Vadkar ji. He knows I do everybody's imitation, and it's just a part of my my genes. It's there in my DNA.
Now, in fact, your singing career began, I gather, when you went to Bombay after your 12th, and you got your first big break with a movie called Aa Meri Jaan.
Yeah.
You did 4 songs, but sadly none of them made it. What went wrong?
No, actually, what happened was at that time I was a beggar, and beggars can't be choosers. When I came in '91 to Bombay, I didn't have any contact. First of all, oh God, you have to be a star's son or star's daughter over here. Things became so much easier. I feel sometimes what a long time I took to really gather this kind of acclamation that I'm getting right now. It took
Do you
me so
resent it a
long.
bit?
I do resent it sometimes, yeah. I resent it when I love the hard work that I did. I love all those memories that me and my family went sit and they
But the
say, oh
bit
God.
that you hate is that it took
I
a lot
hate-
of contact and unnecessary effort.
No, I hate the fact that a lot of undue and undeserving people get so much more just because they are somebody's, they come through the right channel, they're somebody's friend, somebody's, some big personality's father, maybe a son or a daughter or a bhatija or something.
So in your case,
It's easier.
did it need a stroke of luck?
I needed my luck, and thankfully I have no reasons to complain. 2 years of struggle and luck favored me after that. But
People
2
often
years
say
was,
that the luck that happened was the meeting with Gulshan Kumar. I gather it was in fact
Yeah.
a chance encounter.
Exactly. Initially, Usha Khanna ji gave me my first break in a serial called Talash. Then Amar Utpal ji made me sing for Aaja Meri Jaan. Aaja Meri Jaan was a Gulshan Kumar movie. But sadly, I tried all the ways to contact Gulshan Kumar ji, but somehow, I wasn't able to meet him. There was no channel where I could meet him through. And it took me 2 years. And in meanwhile, I sang 4 dummy songs, as you said, for Aaja Meri Jaan. For Mr. S.P. Balasubramanian was supposed to sing those songs. He came and sang it. Though people said that it's sung so well that nobody will be able to dub it as good as what you have sung at the age of 18. And it got dubbed because I didn't have a name at that time. And nobody introduced me to Gulshan Kumar. One fine day, he was just going through those songs on this trailer, in this theatre probably. He said, and my voice was there on Kishan Kumar. And he said, the song in the cassette was by S.P. Balasubramanian ji. He said, whose voice is this one? It's not S.P.'s voice. They said, this is a young boy from Delhi. And he said, Acha, call him, let's meet him. That's when I was doing one small recording, and he came to the studio with somebody. Mr. Ajit Kohli brought him to meet me. He looked at me, he said, yeah. And I said, yeah. Ye to bahut chote hain. Itne chote, he's too small. I thought he said, I thought you were young, but I didn't know you were so young. And he's so thin and such a, he started laughing.
So he wasn't impressed at all.
No, he was very impressed actually. Very impressed. He said, "Bahut chote hai." He never thought I'll be so young. He thought, young means 26, 27 probably. I was 18 at that time. He said, he fell in love with me at that time. And he, so sweetly, the next time I met him, he said, don't worry, you get your family to Bombay and we'll do something about you. Don't worry, I'll take care of you. You've got a long way to go. and just be nice to a company. That's what his main problem was.
He kept his word though, didn't he? Because you had a real big hit song in one of his films, Bewafa Sanam.
Exactly.
The movie flopped, but the song was an incredible hit.
Incredible hit. It was actually an album before Bewafa Sanam, and then it became such a big hit that they made it into a film. He kept his word, and I kept my word too. He had just told me not to sing any private song for any other company except T-Series.
He wanted an exclusive contract with you?
But he did not make me write anything. He didn't make me sign anything. But I kept my word. For the next 4.5 years, till the time he expired, I did not sing for any other company. So it was an
incredible gentleman's agreement.
Definitely. I did not do it. Was just a verbal plan, nothing on paper, verbal commitment. He told me you can sing for movies. I didn't have any movies at that time to sing for, just 2 or 3 songs here and there. And most of my bread and butter was private albums. A lot of companies did offer me because they were into film music. TCS was not into film music. They said, if you sing for us private songs, we'll be able to give you film songs. If you don't sing private songs for us, we won't give you film songs.
Was it tough resisting those offers?
No, I had to gently tell them, look, if I cheat Gulshan Kumar today, I can cheat you tomorrow. So you have to appreciate my honesty. Until today, people like Ramesh Taurani of Tips, they like always tell me that because you said that to us that day, that's why we respect you today.
You know, since then, of course, he's died sadly, and you've gone on to sing for lots of other movies, and you've got an incredible score of hits to your name. Do you have a favorite?
God.
Are you superstitious?
I'm not. I'm just. I don't believe anything else except God. So if you call it superstition, I'm hyper superstitious.
Do you have a favorite out of all the ones you sung? Everyone talks about Sandesh Se Aate Hain, but is that a favorite of yours?
Oh yeah, it is one of the favorites. But actually, I would say I've sung so many varieties of songs. I would say in one brand, Sandesh Se Aate Hain is one of the best. At the same time, I sang Ye Dil Deewana Pardesh song, which was a rock song. That gave me the identity of a youthful singer. Otherwise, Sandesh Se Aate Hain gave me just a Rafi Sahab clone, another Rafi Sahab clone. Sandesh Se Aate Hain gave me a life, but Pardesh gave me opportunities. Ye Dil Deewana. Then I would say Tu hi tu satrangi re, from the movie Dil Se. This is also a beautiful song. Then I sang a beautiful song for a movie called Sangharsh. Pehli pehli baar baliye, dil gaya har baliye, Rabba mainu pyar ho gaya, dil ka qarar ho gaya. A beautiful song. Then I sang one song for this movie called Vastav. मुझे रात दिन बस मुझे चाहती हो. Beautiful song. Another song I sang which I like very much is for the movie Sarfarosh. जिंदगी मौत ना बन जाए संभालो यारों, खो रहा चैनो अमन, खो रहा चैनो अमन, मुश्किलों में है वतन, सरफरोशी की शमा दिल में जला लो यारों.
So clearly you don't have a favorite, you like all the songs you sung.
See, I love whatever variations I've done. You know, not many people have tried. I think nobody in India has ever tried so many variations. On one hand I sang songs like this, then qawwalis, then semi-classicals, then I sang songs like Dil Dapak, Dil Dapak, Dil Tak Raha Hai Shayad. People don't even know that's my voice. So I varied my voice in so many different ways, like what is mobile number, what is your style number, karni hai private baatein, what is your private number. So
wow, you're absolutely incredible. So let's take a break. I don't want to stop you singing, but I want to come back after the break and talk about the show that really made you a household name. We'll be back in just a couple of moments. Stick with us. Welcome back. My guest is the incredible singing phenomenon, Sonu Nigam. Sonu, after all that music at the end of part 1, let's talk a little about the show that really made you a household name on TV, Saregama. How did it start?
It started, that's also God's grace, because I was invited in the Playback Singer special in Close-Up Antakshari. And that's where me and Purnima ji, we defeated everybody. Uday ji was there too, and Abhijit da was there too, Sadhma Sarkam, everybody else was there. And me and Purnima ji drastically defeated everybody. I knew so many songs and she knew so many songs. That's when Gajendra Singh spotted me. He said, oh God, this guy looks a little...
Gajendra Singh being the director of the program?
Director, yeah. He said, then he spoke to me, and he spoke to me of Antakshari first. That he wanted to change both the hosts at that time.
So he was actually offering you Anu Kapoor's role?
Yeah. And Anu Kapoor needs to thank me probably for this. Why? Because I told him, not because I respect Anuji a lot. I told him, if I do Antakshari, I'll be always compared to Anuji. let's do something new, let's do something fresh, because so that which has my own identity with it. Everybody, I don't want to be compared with Anuji forever in my life. And I said, then Gajendra Singh approached me after 2 months. He said, I've got something in my mind.
So in a sense,
Let's sit on it."
Saregama was created for you.
Exactly.
You were very young at the time when you became the anchor. In fact, you were barely in your 20s. Did you learn a lot from that experience?
Oh yeah, it was an enlightening experience. I learned so much. I got an opportunity to express myself, whatever I thought from my childhood, the problems that I saw in the world, in the music field, how insensitive people are towards Indian music, how crazy they are about, they know all the Western stars, but they would not know who these people like maybe Pandit Ravi Shankar ji, and they are still the famous names, but they don't know some of the uncommon names in the classical field.
So was it a
anybody.
fulfilling experience for you?
Yeah, it was a very fulfilling
But
experience.
why then suddenly did you give it up? Because everyone was really taken aback.
I gave it up for a reason. I was the host of Saregama. I cannot just forget that I am a guest to people's houses also. Just because I'm the host of Saregama, there are other hosts. That means the audience through their houses. I'm coming as a guest to the houses through the TV. Any guest who remains over time becomes irritating.
You were scared that you might become stale.
I wanted to believe that I'm a guest to people's houses. I just wanted to go before time elapses, before it becomes overtime for me, before people chuck me out for myself. So 5.5 years of Saregama was more than enough. And I forgot I'm a host. I thought I'm a guest now. It's the right time to quit.
You know, you sound like a very tactical, maybe even a very strategic person, a deep thinker. You didn't want to do Antakshari because you didn't want to be an Anukron. Exactly. You wanted to lose Saregama and give it up before the audience began watching.
Because after Taj Mahal Saregama, we shot some episodes in Taj Mahal. It was the peak of Saregama. I didn't want to just go on dragging and be the Oprah Winfrey of India like this. I wanted to explore new horizons. Also, it spoils you. Everyday exposure to television, free of cost. You're getting money, you're getting paid publicity. Oh, Tuesday episode dekha, we saw a Tuesday episode, it was so nice. We saw Monday's episode, it was so nice. So you get spoiled. I just thought, if my life is without Saregama, what more can I do? Let's try myself.
You certainly did take a risk, but it's paid off well, because you turned to the films, and I gather you had, you tell me, how many offers was it?
Oh, it's more than 75 actually. And believe me, I've kept a track of all of them. Because I'm still very amused and still very enthusiastic with the fact that so many movies came to me. Just the moment I left Saregama, movies came on my laps. In the initial stage, we were just smiling and laughing. Oh God, iski picture aa rahi hai. Oh God, this movie is coming, that movie is coming. For 1 year, I just kept them hanging. And this year, I decided I'll start shooting.
So once again, you were being tactical and clever.
Probably.
Behind the look that they used to call the cute face when you were 3 was actually a very shrewd, calculating mind.
I am shrewd, undoubtedly, but I'm not the cruel shrewd. I love people. I love everybody in the world. I'm just shrewd only in the sense that I know what to talk, when to talk, how to be nice to people, and if somebody is being arrogant to me, I give it back to them. Only in this way I'm shrewd. I don't take any kind of nonsense from anybody.
Now you have a movie that's going to be opening, your first premiere one. Is it at the end of this year, early next year, and are you nervous?
I'm very, very apprehensive actually. It's become worse because initially I hadn't shot for this Kash Ab Hamare Hote movie, the movie that's going to come by April the next year. Now after shooting so much praises and so much surprise, I mean, people are surprised that I did a satisfactory job in Canada where I shot. I'm not sure whether they are just praising me or whether they really mean it. I have to just wait and watch till the movie, they'll see the first trial show of the movie. Then I'll know how.
Are you really nervous, or is this just nerves?
No, I'm nervous because it's a question of my reputation. I know I'm not a newcomer now. I wish I was a newcomer. If I was a newcomer, people wouldn't have any expectation from me. Now they've seen me. So I have my sets of friends and foes with me. I know who doesn't like me. I know who likes me. I know who prays for me. I know who's praying that when does he come down so that we can prove to our wives that I told you he's bad. I told you he's bad. Why are you after him? Why do you like him?
That's what you're scared of, that you may actually be feeding your enemies without intending.
Yeah, exactly. So I just want to request people that don't be so heartless when you see my movie. Give me some space, please. It's my first movie after all.
You know, looking back on your career, you've been a television host, you've been a singer, now you're a film star. But which is the real Sonu Nigam?
None of these.
None of these?
The real Sonu Nigam is his mother's son. who just this morning she was in the hospital, and I just hugged her for 5 minutes, smelled her cheek, smelled the sweat that comes from her neck, smelled her clothes. That's what the real Sonu is. I love my mother so much, I love my parents so much. And
but mummy is a favorite.
But father is a very, very dignified, khuddar, self-respected kind of person. Mother is a goddess. And my life circles around her. If she's happy, I'm happy. Whatever I do, if she's ashamed of me, that's when I'm wrong. If she likes what I did, I'm only answerable to her, nobody else.
But there is now someone else in your life as well who's someone very special. They keep saying that when is Sonu going to get married? And they don't realize there is someone special that you found.
Finally.
You've been trying hard, have you?
I was actually, I had lost hopes because I'm pretty sensitive about people, my friends. I have very few selective friends, one or two, just here and there. And I'm not really, I didn't have too much faith on girls initially. I had a bad experience.
Walked into your life?
Yeah, Mother Rima, she changed my outlook towards life. She's a very nice soul. I respect people who have got nice souls. I like to collect people who have nice souls, who are not bitchy, who are not cruel to people, who are polite. I mean,
are you scared that there might be at some point in time a tug of war over you between mummy and mother?
No, never.
No?
Nice souls never fight with each other.
So when's D-Day? When are you, the two of you, going to get married?
I don't know, I'm looking for a venue.
Is that the important thing?
Yeah.
You're going to decide where you want to get married before you decide when?
Exactly. I don't think I'm going to get married in Bombay. I don't think. Because not everybody would be coming there to bless me.
In India?
I'll be getting married in India, but maybe either in Calcutta or Delhi, not in Bombay.
Why Calcutta or Delhi?
Because she's from Calcutta.
So you're going to go back to her parents' home?
Yeah, I'm going to take my barat to her.
and for your millions of fans who are itching to know, when is this likely to be?
Sometime early next year. I haven't yet decided the date.
After
we are
the
working
movie?
on the dates. No, before the movie.
Before the movie?
I want to enter into movies as a married man.
You want her by your side when the movie happens?
Yeah, I don't want to wait till, it's very selfish of some heroes to wait till the movie gets over. Why should my girl wait for, just because my movie is getting released, why should she wait? That's what.
Well, Sonu, good luck. Good luck for the wedding and good luck for the movie, and thank you for a wonderful interview.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.